Alright, so this is gonna be my first YouTube video with me talking in it, and today I'm just gonna be showing you guys how to turn a MP3 into a musical transposition. Yeah, so enjoy. So step one is to download your music. You can download from Spotify or YouTube Music, and then just paste your link into whatever downloader you have or on the internet, and that's about it. Alright, so the next step is going to be to split your music. So for this, you can either use BandLab Splitter or you can use Splitter.ai. And basically what this is going to do is split the music up into its components. So step 3 is just to download Audacity and Musescore. Yeah, that's it. This is going to be your Audacity, as seen from here. And then what you're going to do is go into File, and do not go into Open. Go into Import, and then go into Audio. And you should have, you just gotta look for it a bit, all your folders and your assorted music. And you should have put your music into the folder along with all your split music. And what you're gonna do is just shift click, so hold down shift and then 1, 2, 3, 4, or you can just shift and then use the down arrow key as well. That works. And then you're just gonna open it, and this is what's gonna happen. All your audio is gonna go into this thing, and you can mute or solo any of them. So you can see all the different instruments here. Yep, and so usually when I'm doing it, I will like solo so I can only hear one specific instrument, so it like helps out a lot. And for primer, what you're gonna do is, well, this, and it should just sound like the original. That's what it's supposed to be like. Oh well. Yeah. Right now I'm in Musescore Studio, and this is well, all my stuff, but most importantly, we're gonna be making your new score. So we're just gonna go to here, and we're gonna pick our instruments. This is the most important part, because, well, if you have the wrong instruments, then it's gonna sound crap. Well, not really crap, but yeah, you get the point. And so what you're gonna do is just start playing your music. My bad. Alright, so. Alright. So, just go and try and pick out the instruments you can hear. And you're just gonna do this until the end of the song. And if you're uncertain about anything, you can just play the song again. It's not that big of a deal. And you also have the rest of your time working on this piece to fix it up. So, yeah. Alright, so these are the instruments that I picked out. And yeah, on to the next step now. Alright, so before you actually start transposing, there's a few things that you should probably know. So, first is your time signature. When you listen to your music, you have to make sure, like, when you're counting it out, there's enough, like, beats. And then when it comes back over, um, you know how many there are? So, like, when I was playing that one, right? You could hear, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it goes on to the next phrase. So, this bar, that's the next bar, and then etc., etc. Um, so, yeah, that's your time signature, which is over here on the left, usually. Um, so yeah, and I won't go into too much depth into that because like there's a lot of other stuff. And then you've got your key signatures. So key signatures are basically like when you have like a scale, so like ba da 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 da, when you have got that kind of stuff, right? When they go up and down, they're gonna follow like a different pattern to a different kind of scale. So uh, there's not really, you kind of just have to have a good ear for it, really. And then um, you just gotta know your signatures. But there's a little trick you can do. You can just hover over it. That might help you a bit. But really, it's up to you, your brain, and your ears to figure this one out. And then, uh, yeah, it's best to fill out your title, the writer, all that kind of stuff. So you don't forget which one it is. I've already done a bit on it, obviously. I've kind of laid it dormant for a bit, so. Oh yeah, and you should know what your tempo is. So what you can do is just go to here and then go to like tempo, beat finder, and then like all you gotta do is like, you could do this. You could like put in your file. Yeah, this could. I didn't even know this existed. Wow. All right. Or you can use like a tap beat finder. And then basically what this does is like, if I played it and I just press any key, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you can find out what beat it actually goes on. So this is pretty cool. I use this a lot of the time. I didn't even know this existed though. Wow. Alright. Yeah, that's it. These are just your basics. Um, there's just, you just gotta transpose your music now. It's the hardest part and the most time consuming out of all of the other parts. But I do have some tricks that might be able to make it go a bit faster. So, I've gotten another score that I had where there's a lot of tricky chords. And what you can do is go to your Audacity and, well, no, not the top one, just these, and then what you're gonna do is just open it, and you can use the loop function, which is pretty helpful. So for whichever one it was, what you can do is if I can zoom in a bit, you can use this. So just like click your cursor and drag it along here. You can also move it. You can also right click on it to disable looping so it will go past it and it won't go back to wherever it goes. And what I do when I use looping is just make it extremely tiny and then just like put it over a chord that you're like really worried about. So like for example, if I went over here, if it's gonna work. So you could play like this chord here. So like this. So this one, and then just click here. And then you can hear the chord a bit better because it's playing. So yeah, that's pretty helpful. And then you can just like locate all the noises that are happening and turn it into like notes. And that's what I did here. Well, with some of them, which I really struggled with, but overall wasn't too bad. So that's one of my works, I guess. And yeah, you can also use the muting function, as I said before, to mute stuff. It's pretty helpful. Uh, Apart from that, there's really not much. You just got to use your ears and just do it, and just keep doing it. Like, what's the point of starting something if you're not gonna finish it? I know I've started stuff and not finished it, but you chose to start it in the first place, so yeah, just keep going with it, and it'll lead you in the right direction. And the more you do it, the faster you'll get, and the more you have to pump out, so it'll get easier for you. And yeah, that's it. So after transposing all of it, the only thing that you really need to do is put dynamics in. So like if it's loud or soft, and your articulation. So like, for example, staccato or an accent. You kind of gotta do your research or just experiment around with the stuff in Musescore and know what they do. So that'll help you. Oh, and an important one is slurring, of course. So and that's basically it. You kind of just gotta polish it after you've transposed it. Otherwise, it doesn't sound too good, and you have to go and change it, and it's really annoying. Um, yeah. Apart from that, yeah, that's it, and you'll be finished. You're done. You did it.